In this lesson, I will explain to you about bar chart, how we can make bar chart in Python with the help of matplotlib. So first of all, again, you have to import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. And here we will use some functions of NP, NumPy as well. That is why you have to import NumPy as NP as well. And the last line is modulo operator, matplotlib inline means if you are using a Jupyter notebook, then you have to write down this line as well, because you will see your all the graphs here in Jupyter notebook with the help of this function instead of open a new window. If you are not using a Jupyter notebook, so you cannot write this line. It's up to you. Okay, now here I have made two variables. The name of one variable is company, and company has few technology stocks name: Apple, Facebook, Microsoft, Oracle, Cisco, and revenue of these companies are in billion, 90 billion, 80 billion, and so on. So if we want to make a bar graph with the help of these two variables which I have written here, so see, the comment is it will not support a string. One is the string, one is the integer. When I will run this function for you, you will see there is an error. Plt.bar company, if we want to make a bar chart between company and revenue, we cannot make it. You can see, if you want, you can read it. Unsupported operand types for string and float. So what we have to do, we want to make the plot. The purpose is we want to make a plot, so it is easy. Here we will use the numpy function. See, that is why we have imported numpy in the beginning. So here I have written the comment show indices. Int is the variable name because I'm going to make the index, so that is why I have used int, but it's up to you. You can write down any name. Is equal to, this is the numpy function, np.arrange length. Len means length, and company, because for the company names, right, for the company names we have to make this index. And if I will run this variable now, so you will see 0 1 2 3 4. Now what is 0 1 2 3 4? These are the indices, and you know that indexes start from 0. So we have these names. So 0 is for Apple, 1 is for Facebook, and so on. So now if we want to make a graph between the two variables, one is the revenue, and instead of company, now we will use the variable name int. So see, here I have mentioned, okay, first I will run this, then I will show it. So you can see now there is a graph because we have converted the string into indices, and now instead of company name we are using the variable name which is int. So dot bar and in parenthesis in comma revenue. So see, here I have written labels, that means the names of the companies, which is Apple, Facebook, so on, will be 0 1 2 3 4 on the x-axis. Here there should be the names of the companies: Apple, Facebook, Cisco, and whatever. But here we have indices. So if you want to convert these indices into the proper names, so you have to use the asterisk function. And what the asterisk function do? Asterisk function for x-axis is string, convert 0 1 2 3 4 the indices into the corresponding strings. So how you have to write down the asterisk function? Plt dot asterisk and in parenthesis int, right? Because we have made the variable, new variable int for a company. So you have to use int comma company, means int is the representation of company, and we have to make a graph between int and revenue. So when I will run this, so you will see now instead of 0 1 2 3 indices, we have the proper names of the companies. Now suppose sometimes it happens that this, in our case, this is okay, our all the names are in the center, Apple is in the center, Facebook is in the center, everything is fine. But suppose sometimes it will happen that this name will start here. If the width of our these graphs are large, so this Apple will start from here, or maybe sometimes here. Same thing, Facebook will be on the left side. If you want to move these labels, then you have to use the asterisk function, but with int you have to add something. So here only to show you I have at 0.4. So see what will happen, these names will move. Actually we do not move because our names are perfect here, but I want to show you, right? See, now Apple is here, Facebook is here. Now if you want to set it back, or if I say okay, make it 0.1, so see what will happen for 0.1. It will move to the left side. So it means if your names are not in the proper place, so you have to add or subtract something here with the asterisks function. But in our case we are fine, so we do not want this. Delete this and run. Our names are in the center like this, right? Okay, now see our chart, bar chart does not have any title, and people do not know. We know that these are in the billions, but for the future maybe we will forget. So here we have to make another label for the y-axis or x-axis and the title. So here I have made for you plt asterisks int and company, because int is the representation of company. Actually we have to make a graph between int and revenue. Now do not use the word company here, right, because we have made the indices for the companies, and these are the labels. Dot x label means for x-axis companies, y label revenue in billions, and title is the technology title. When I will run this, you will see our graph is in the perfect form. Now the heading or the title of our graph is technology stocks. These are the companies and revenue in billions. So you can present this graph to anyone and he or she will easily understand what is the meaning of this graph. Practice this, make different scenarios. If you do not know anything, just write down the letters A, B, C, D and practice it. If you have any question, you can ask me. Subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.